Like, blind man needs to hit both sides of the hallway before he knows where he needs to go. If you're constantly doing this until you learn how to do the opposite, you're not going to know where the middle ground is. This is an exercise I want you to go through. It's a problem-solving exercise. It's an awareness exercise. When you come to the driving range, the very first thing you should be doing is grabbing something like about an 8-iron, 7-iron, something that's in the middle of all the lofts in your bag. So not a driver, not a sand wedge, something in the middle, about 8-irons, 7-irons. What we're going to do is a little awareness exercise about club face angle at impact and then the path that it's traveling at. So they're the two things that determine where a golf ball goes. The number one most important is the angle of the club face at the moment of impact. The ball does not give a shit what went on before, after, it's set up or anything. The ball only cares about impact. That's all it cares about. And the ball's not lying. The ball will tell us what happened at impact as long as we're kind of paying attention. After you've hit a shot and it started left, went further left, what's that telling me about what this club did to the ball at impact? Right, that's what we want to look at. So what we're going to do when you come to practice is we're going to set up, I've got just a club down on the ground for an awareness of where my alignment is. So we're just kind of going a bit to the left of 100 metres sign out here. But what we're going to do is we're going to stand here with an 8-iron, nice easy swing. And all we're paying attention to is a nice good square setup. I want to try and hit a pretty straight shot here. I'm not going to go flat out at this to begin with, but I'm going to try and hit a pretty straight shot where I'm trying to get the club face square and a square path. So a path that's heading straight down that target line. So the next thing is I'm going to take the same setup, everything the same, but during the swing, what I want to do is try and get the path to be square, but this time I'm going to have the club face open as I hit, and I'm going to watch what happens to the ball. So I'm going to do it pretty slowly. And the ball flight I've got is one that started a little bit right and then cuts a long way out. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite. So once again, it's all about club face angle. I'm going to try and keep the path the same, straight down the line. This time I'm going to try and turn the club face over so that at impact the club face is left, and we'll watch what happens to that. So straight back down, and that's a ball flight that started just a little left and it's curved further left, right? So I've had pretty straight, big cut to the right, big draw to the left, or I should say hook to the left. Now the next one, we're going to focus more on path. This time what I want to try and do is at impact I want to try and have the club face square, but I'm going to go an out to in path, so one that's going from outside my target line to inside my target line. But I'm going to try and keep the club face square at impact. So there. Now that ball flight has started left. It's come back to finish just right of the target. And then I'm going to do the opposite the other way. So once again, we're focusing on path, changing the path here. Club face square. This time I'm going to try and go from inside to out. So from inside the line out that way. And that's one that started just out to the right. It's come back to just left of the target. Why are we doing that? Why are you trying to hit it all over the place? Paul, I just want to hit it straight.
Extinguish.
You're never going to hit it straight until you know what every side of it. Like, blind man needs to hit both sides of the hallway before he knows where he needs to go. If you're constantly doing this until you learn how to do the opposite, you're not going to know where the middle ground is. You do this exercise every single day. It builds up your awareness about which ball flight have I brought to the party today? What's my body doing today? Over time, you're going to start to find your own answers, become your own coach, and what you need to do with this club on any given day to get something that's manageable, to something that will actually get you in play more often than not. Not perfect, good enough. That's what we're looking for. So it's a club face, path awareness exercise, and always remember that give or take a bit, this club face, 85% of what determines where a golf ball goes is where that face is pointing impact. That's the most important part. So it goes up and down depending upon what club you've got. Path will put the curve on the ball. But as you can see out of all those ball flights, the ones where the club face is closest to square to the target are the ones that finish closest to the target. The ones where the face is way open and way shut, that's where they finish further away from the target. So just keep that in mind.